Iowa is the most underrated state in the U.S. by a long shot. So why would anyone choose to move to Iowa?
Why?
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 In this video, I'm going to be covering just that. And who knows, maybe you've got a future as an Iowan. Let's take a look at the reasons why Iowa flies under the radar for most people. Hi, Emily Farber here, your favorite Iowa YouTubing realtor. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do yourself a favor and hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss out. I think that these are the biggest reasons Iowa is underrated as an option by many people when they're deciding where to live. Basically, Iowa has a lack of visibility. We just don't get a lot of media attention the way coastal and more populous states do. The Midwest in general is overshadowed by the East and the West coasts. Plus, there's a perceived rural image, and a lot of folks who don't have any real life experiences here in Iowa believe that Iowa is only all about agriculture and rural living, which can make Iowa seem less attractive to younger people who just want more excitement. There are also false perceptions that our job market in Iowa is solely agriculturally based. Of course, there's hysteria over the weather. People are convinced that we're just this windy, barren land, pummeled by snowstorms and ravaged by tornadoes. It's a big turnoff for people who want year-round warm weather. To them, Iowa's weather seems harsh. And there's cultural stereotypes. The Midwest is stereotyped as flyover country and lacking in cultural and entertainment offerings, despite the fact that there are cities like Iowa City and Des Moines that have exciting and growing cultural scenes. Alrighty, here are 6 reasons, in no particular order, why Iowa actually is a great place to call home, despite our massively underrated status as a state. Number 1. People move to Iowa to escape social factors in their own home states that have grown to the point of becoming negatively problematic for them. I'm talking about things like crime, homelessness, and common space decay, like rundown roads, litter everywhere, shabby parks. Iowa generally experiences lower rates of crime and homelessness than other states when compared to national averages. Iowa's violent crime and property crime rates are also below the national average, making it one of the safer states to live in. Most communities, especially rural and suburban areas, have lower crime rates, contributing to a strong sense of community safety in Iowa. In terms of homelessness, Iowa has fewer homeless individuals per capita than many larger states. Although don't get me wrong, the issue still exists in urban areas and probably even smaller areas, but on a more hidden scale. It's something that all communities need to be acknowledging and working on. Clients moving here from more metropolitan places like Chicago, Los Angeles, and Seattle tell me that it is a breath of fresh air to be able to do things like just walk downtown and feel safe and not to be overwhelmed by witnessing the results of drug use and homelessness and just other forms of cultural despair. Overall, while Iowa does face some social issues, as all states do, these issues are less pronounced here than in many other areas, making Iowa a relatively stable and safe place to live. Second up on my list is the cost of living. Oh my gosh, inflation has really taken all of us for a ride none of us asked for in the last couple of years. But here in Iowa, well, we've at least been able to keep it more realistic price-wise than many other states. Iowa is one of the most affordable places in the nation. Iowa has a relatively low cost of living compared to the national average in the U.S. Housing in particular is especially affordable here, with home prices significantly lower than many other parts of the country. Utilities, transportation, healthcare costs, those also all tend to be below national averages. While wages in Iowa may also be lower than higher cost states, the overall affordability still makes Iowa an attractive place for families and individuals seeking a lower cost lifestyle without sacrificing their quality of life. I hear from people all the time coming from places like Illinois, California, Washington, places where there is a higher cost of living And the common thread between all of these clients is that they are simply looking for an affordable place to live. They want out, and they want out bad enough that they're willing to move to other states with lower costs of living. And when they're doing that research to figure out where to move to, Iowa comes up again and again as one of the most affordable states to live in. Next up on my list, and slightly adjacent to cost of living, are the home prices in Iowa. A large portion of your cost of living is going to come from your housing expenses, either your rent or your mortgage. There's so many things that people have little to no control over in their lives, like the cost of utilities, the cost of food, the cost of gasoline, which makes it all the more important to budget accordingly for your house. That you are comfortable with that cost. It's the one factor that you do get to control, where you live and what you pay for it. The cost of real estate in Iowa is the most affordable in the US. Now, in full transparency, not every area of Iowa is going to have those bargain basement home prices. Here in 2024, the average home price in the US is about $425,000 for your typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. A lot of people start house shopping in Iowa and they're thinking that houses are going to be super affordable no matter where they look. Well, those prices really depend on the location in which you're looking for that house. In 2024, the average Iowa home sold price was about $224,000 as of September 2024, according to the Iowa Association of Realtors. But you're not going to find home prices like that everywhere in Iowa. If you're looking at Iowa's metros, Iowa City, Des Moines, the Quad Cities, you're going to be paying by location. For instance, a single-family median detached home in Cedar Rapids is going to cost you around $230,000. The Des Moines Metro, $317,000. The Iowa City Metro, $380,000, and the Quad Cities, $245,000. If you want one of those super affordable homes, you might have to live more off the beaten path. There's always a trade-off between location and price. Reason 4, people come to eventually consider Iowa as a good place to look for their next home are Iowa's job opportunities. Iowa does not have a boom and bust economy like some other states. Iowa offers a stable job market with a focus on industries such as agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, and education. While it may not have the diversity or the volume of job opportunities seen in larger states, Iowa provides steady employment in sectors like advanced manufacturing, renewable energy, and biosciences. The state's unemployment rate is typically below the national average, reflecting our healthy labor market. I know what you're going to say. The jobs in Iowa don't offer as high of a salary. Often this is true. However, this is offset by our lower cost of living. Skilled workers, particularly in tech and agriculture-related fields, can find great opportunities in Iowa. Reason number 5. Iowa is regarded as a family-friendly state, offering a high quality of life for families compared to many other parts of the U.S. The state has affordable housing, good public schools, as well as private school choice, and a strong sense of community, making it the ideal place to raise your family. Iowa's low crime rates and access to outdoor activities, parks, and family-oriented events contribute to this appeal. The pace of life here is slower, and there's a strong focus on family values. All in all, building a solid foundation for Iowa's reputation as a great place for your family. Reason number 6, the people. Iowans are typically unassuming, hardworking, and friendly. Iowans are often described as friendly, down-to-earth, and community-oriented, reflecting the state's midwestern values. Compared to residents of more fast-paced and urban states, Iowans are known for their politeness, their hospitality, and their willingness to help others. There's a strong emphasis on hard work, particularly due to the state's agricultural roots and a sense of pride in local communities and traditions. Iowans also generally exhibit a modest, practical approach to life, which is really a breath of fresh air in the U.S.'s overall consumerism-driven current reality. Alrighty, there you have it. All the reasons I think Iowa gets an undeserved and underrated reputation on the national scale. Do you agree with me or not? Tell me about it down there in the comments section. If you need any information about moving to Iowa, specifically the greater Iowa City area, please reach out. You can find all of my contact information in the description box of this video. Just tap the title if you're on your phone and it will open up. I have a ton of other videos on my channel all about Iowa and real estate, so go check them out. I'm going to leave a couple of suggestions for you here at the end of this one. Hey, it's been fun, and I'll catch you later.